of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the San Francisco 49ers. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Set up, 90 Wolf.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Check 31, check 31, 25, check 25, check 25. Roll out. Switch.
Now Joe Mixon. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
218, jump.
Second and 5. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a second and 3. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Demario Davis there on the stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a third down and 6 to go.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up third and 6.
That 180, 380. 50's the mic, 50's the mic. Danny. Load it. Hey, wahoo. Mike 50. Oh, here we go. Wait, 89.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Goodwin able to haul it in. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 38-yard line. So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Hatch it. Hey, Delta!
Watch the twits.
Coleman. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
Thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And 7 at the Saints' 35-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Rivers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Black 15! Watch the run!
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Let's go!
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So after the run by McKinnon, here's 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. Check.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
So white 90, black 15!
Check, 47.
3 bucks. Check!
2nd down, McKinnon. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
55.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
This is Mostert. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Run 80!
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It's a first down following a gain of 3. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Mario Edwards on the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. From the 25 on 2nd down, Rivers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
A big-time play there for New Orleans. 52 yards. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Mixon. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now they'll run. Murray. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They didn't have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Hey, gun.
Now it's Breida. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
He's coming.
Here's Mostert. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Garoppolo going to give this one to McKinnon, and he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. On first down, here's Breida. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The first throw here for the backup Garoppolo. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Marquise Goodwin there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Touchdown, 49ers. Robbie Gould lining up for the point after.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Gould able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. This is Mixon. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 30. 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. Joe Mixon, 65 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. Garoppolo gives to Breida, pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. On 2nd down now, McKinnon. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. And incomplete on the deep ball. Thought they were going to force a fourth down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
Here we go.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Pettis hauling this in from Garoppolo. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
Here we go. Check, 27.
On first down now, run with McKinnon. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Out to the right, here's McKinnon. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
I got you.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked out since the OTAs and minicamps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And out across midfield down to the 45. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
11. I got this. Hey, check, Mike.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 77 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. They run it with Breida, and he'll get in for the 2 points, and that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
70, Indy.
2nd and 11. Looking long for Thomas. It got his man complete. 36 yards on the play.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make the play on the football.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
36, 36.
Go on.
On the run, it's Mixon. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Let's go, team. Gonna be a long day offense. It's gonna be.
Here's 2nd and 8. And Thomas has it. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 16.
A gain of 14.
Hey, dude.
Silver. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I know he ain't got it. Mike.
Now. Hey, Charlie. Stop.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. It's caught. Smith. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens...
That is caught. Traquan Smith. Touchdown Saints. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Let's see what you got. 59's Mike. Check.
21.
Hey, here I come.
From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
21.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike.
Hey, gun.
Watch the pass. Here we go. Mike, check. 59.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll run on first down. McKinnon. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Saints 37-yard line.
59.
On play action, now Garoppolo. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Demario Davis gets him for a loss of a yard, and it will bring up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
White. 46 to Mike, 46. 6 man. 65. Watch safety creep.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They come out here in the eye. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run with Breida. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 28-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Shoot. Check.
Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. He'll have a first down past the 40. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, New Orleans. Joe Mixon, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting.
He's got him in. Complete. 20, 10, and across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel, 76 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Gould able to tack on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. On first down, Mixon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 36-yard line.
Set. 10 Lobo. Hey, team 6. Team 6.
They'll drop the throw. Keeps himself upright. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Mullins now. Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or 2 if you have to. Just go down, inbounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game. That has to drive a coach crazy.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. They go back to Murray on 1st down. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Latavius Murray, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
I mean,
that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. This is Breida. Fancy footwork in midfield. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They'll run on 1st down. McKinnon. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
I got you.
47's a mark, boy. 47. Check, 47. Man out.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try with McKinnon. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Taking it in from 2 yards out, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Gold with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They're going to look to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
Still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Goodwin. 16 yards, a first down. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
11. 47. I got you.
Touchdown, defense.
47, Mike. 47.
To throw is Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's throwing it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
They'll look to throw. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Okay, just like that. Just like that.
11. 46. I got this. 7 is the mic. Ready? 47, Mike. 47, Nick.
Garoppolo to throw. They'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The end result, 21 yards.
Go ahead.
On 1st down, McKinnon. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
12, fellas, here we go.
47's the mark, boy, 47. Check, check.
Five. Hey, gun.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47. It's our kill.
Now Garoppolo. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times you just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
On first down, McKinnon again. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
In any yardage game, there's really kind of gravy, and this just becomes what my old coach used to say, get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
And this one is right through. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside, or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Except for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Okay, baby, I see you.
Come on.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down.
Ready?
Now a first throw here in overtime. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we've got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game. And, boy, they did it well.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. Here comes Pettis on the return. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Niners will go on offense 1st and 10.
36-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. Now a give coming right is Breida. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in Week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Breida, he'll try the right side. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Something to watch here in Week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Here we go. Let's go.
They run again with Breida. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
He's not going to get me. Kill.
Here's Breida. And an alley to run. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the 49ers, it was a game that could have gone either way, but they get the touchdown in overtime to secure the Week 1 victory. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.